This is Dark Plays Fingerbones. Now, I don't know much about this game, aside from the fact that it's supposed to be a horror game, so we will find out exactly how scary it is. Notes. It's my weekend to get Katie, but I'm really not in the mood. I distracted her with the TV and came here to read. I couldn't interest myself in reading, so I tried to write. I couldn't write anything more than the usual handful of disconnected thoughts and theories. Medication didn't help, and divorce certainly didn't help, because I am not depressed. I'm enlightened. This is the result of 2 decades of scientific education and philosophical pondering. This is the price of knowledge. Sounds like you have paid too much for knowledge. If you have lost your wife, and obviously some people are going to start thinking you are quite insane. It appears to be a page from a manuscript. Pop morality is too reliant on emotion, and not reliant enough on rational thought. If morality must be determined, and I maintain that it is a farce, it should not be determined by feeling. Feelings are nebulous, subjective, and changeable. Rather, it should be determined by thinking. The actions of a natural creature are natural, and thus moral, unless a concrete scientific reason can be given to prove them as immoral. So, I kill you because you have food and I need food. Totally, honest and truthful and in your face. And it's too dark over here. Let me find a flashlight. Is that a stick? Nope, it looks like a flashlight. Taking it. Flashlight. No. I don't know why I'd use my daughter's name as a door lock code in my survival bunker, but whatever keeps her happy, I suppose. She's like her mother, a delicate, fragile version of her mother. Darn her. Get a hobby, dude. Get a hobby. Keyboard? No? Okay. Book. Cup? Paper? When I was 15 years old, I lost my virginity. I shook uncontrollably the entire time. I felt that same primal excitement yesterday night in the cellar. What happened yesterday night in the cellar? That's disturbing. It's a giant box. Oh, and a button. Buttons do things. Okay, that's loud. Nope. Walk away from said thing. Can I have that knife? Nope. No knife for me. I'm a crazy person. Let's see. And the password is my daughter's name, which is Katie. And that did something. Got 2 doors. What is this? What is this? Exit. Obviously we do not want to exit. We have not explored. So we go down and explore. It's finally happened. The whole world is a chaos of thunder and screams, and when the ashes settle, we will all be wild animals again. I am ecstatic beyond words. I haven't been able to reach Lynn for several days, and she's probably dead, for all I know, or care. But Katie was here when it started, and I have no idea what to do with her. Most of the town is dead. Katie and I only survived because we ran to the bunker. Perhaps this is what I've needed. Freedom from all the irrational rules and inane social values. Just pure, beautiful survival. Like I said before, hobbies. You need hobbies. I boxed up everything that isn't practical and useful. I burned all the books that weren't for scientific edification. I'd like to store the boxes in the cellar, but I can't get them down the ladder by myself. I just piled them up near the hatch. The blood would probably ruin them anyway. 3 questions. Why did you burn everything that wasn't for scientific edification? What is edification? Is it like education? I don't know. And why is there blood down there? Exactly. Like, what were you doing exactly down there? I don't understand why there would be blood in there in the first place. I assume there would be a secret over here. I was correct. The tool room has been her name for years now, and I can't bring myself to change it. Her name? Well, it can't be Katie. The only other name we got is... Hello? Katie? Katie? You okay? Have I been feeding you? Am I gonna turn out to be some kind of monster who doesn't feed her child in the underworld? I keep all the food for myself. What a D-bag. Still loud. We're gonna try Lynn. See if that works. This is the only other name we know. Lynn. It worked. We're good. We are so good. So good. Generator is still really loud. Super loud. Alright, let's go check out that room with the creepy breathing inside. Katie. Oh, Katie. No? Okay. Katie is not here. Oh, and open it. I changed the storage room code to something I can easily remember. In Y. The rest of the word is missing. Funny? No, that would mean that it started the other direction. So... Katie? Girl? Are you alive? Oh god. Creepy room, run away, dude, run away. I don't know what the F is down there. I don't want to know. My daughter has possibly became a monster. So really, I guess I shouldn't assume she's the monster, because all she's really doing is breathing. And that's freaking me out. I don't like it. N-N-Y. Lynn spelled backwards? So much luck just now. Does that mean I'm gonna be not lucky for the rest of the night? That sucks. Let's go open that room inside the room. Was the bunker down there? Like downstairs or in this side room? This side room doesn't seem really safe. Katie, are you gonna be in here and you're gonna like jump scare and eat my face? Katie? Katie? Okay, Katie's not in here. I'm a bag of DNA, and I exist to make more of myself. I married and produced a daughter because my genes demand reproduction. Katie? Katie? Don't be behind me, girl. I don't like it. I wrote books and created because creativity served as survival advantage to my ancient ape ancestors. I built this place, took refuge in it, and spent hours thinking of silly little artificial laws to live by, because my forefathers built cities and societies to allow time and peace to reproduce and to protect their genes. Dreams, loves, opinions, desires, beauty, innocent, figments of our collective primordial imagination, fleeting electrical signals that fire across our synapses for a pointless moment in time. They used to serve a purpose, and now they are needless confusion. And here I am, the last man on earth for all I know, ready to be freed of them. Please don't be behind me, please don't be behind me, please don't be behind me. Oh, girl, I can't even. Hello? Buttons. I pressed a button. Now I'm going to run for my life because I feel like Katie is just... Okay. Katie? Stop doing that, Katie. I don't like it. At least I know this tune is obnoxiously loud, so... Whew! They can't jump scare me like that. Well, they could. They could have her following me right now, and that would be jump scary and awful. And what are those? They look like the little antennas on ants or ant legs. Are these fingers? Are these fingerbones? Did you cut off someone's fingers? The cellar is freedom. Alright, we are going to try typing in freedom and then cellar. One of them has to be the password. Freedom. Freedom was the password. Because, yeah, the cellar is freedom, so yes. Makes perfect sense. My house looks like shit. Whatever disaster happened totally destroyed my house. We have no food. Why didn't I just take my child and like leave and go find food together? I don't understand. There's only enough food for one. She's gonna murder me, isn't she? There's only enough food for one, so she's going to die anyway, and I'm free now. Freedom. It took the end of all humanity for me to find freedom. Oh my god, we murdered our child, and now her ghost is going to eat our face. Oh, Lord have mercy on our souls. Katie, are you in this room? Okay, if you're behind us, please don't eat us until you leave this note. It seems to have been torn from the diary. She finally died last night. I don't know whether from starvation, dehydration, or blood loss. Did you cut off her fingers? Did you cut off her fingers while she was still alive? You are an awful human being. I threw her body into the woods. Her fingers, my anti-religious artifacts, my testament to morality, my testaments to moral and intellectual freedom are locked in my safe upstairs. I am content in the knowledge that I haven't done anything wrong. You have done so many things wrong. Obviously, she had the possibility of starving, which means you didn't share any of your food with her. She was dehydrated, which means you didn't even try to take care of her. She could have died from blood loss, which means you cut off her fingers while she was still alive, which means your daughter endured more pain than humane. I mean, being humane is still a thing. You're not in your ethic rules, but seriously, jeez. Now I'm gonna turn around really slow, and she's gonna be there, and she's gonna murder my face. I'm probably gonna scream. I'm not ready for this. No? No slow turn? No? The father didn't know why he'd come back after all these years, starving and tired. He just wanted to see the cellar one last time. With one last flicker, the flashlight died, and he was left in the pitch dark. He sat down on the cold floor and closed his eyes. He could still hear her here. Hear her even now. It was peaceful here in the cellar. It was free here in the cellar.